Hello guys, welcome back to Hello Neighbor. Not modding, this is a little different today. I've seen a bunch of people making videos on it, and I said, hey, let me make a video on it and give you guys my thoughts. Now before we start, I have to say a couple things. One, I got home from the beach today. Two, on Discord, I'm talking about this game with some people. We're making theories in this text channel that I made just for it. And three, what is this? What are you looking at right now? You're looking at Secret Neighbor, a Hello Neighbor multiplayer game. This website, I think it came out last month or a couple months ago, but this website appeared, and like I was sent a link. It was a while back. It just appeared out of nowhere. It's called secretneighbor.com, and all you got was this GIF in the background of the neighbor looking around. We thought it was like Hello Neighbor 2, like a DLC. We literally had no idea. And then they started releasing teasers on Twitter, and it's actually turned out to be a multiplayer game. Basically, it's a multiplayer social horror game set in the Hello Neighbor universe, and you're a group of kids that try to sneak into their creepy neighbor's basements to rescue their missing friend. Only problem is one of the players is a neighbor in disguise. And yes, you can play as a neighbor. And there's a whole video on it. They had a live stream where they had this really cool like music video. I watched it. It was pretty cool. They revealed a bunch of gameplay for it, like a little, I think it was 4 minutes of gameplay and rundown of how the game works. But let's actually watch the video. That came out recently. Actually came out yesterday. I signed up for the alpha, guys. Hurry and sign up for the alpha. It's only going to be here until, like, the actual alpha comes out. So when the actual alpha for this game comes out, this thing won't be there. So sign up. It's basically like the first Hello Neighbor game. Just like that when I signed up for the pre-alpha. But let's watch this video. Alright guys, I actually watched this video before, but... Alright, here we go. And yeah, I'm gonna pause a lot to like point out some stuff. So you can see this kid, he's like wearing a rug on his head. I saw him in a teaser. And here they're at the basement and... Oh! I didn't see this last time! Alright, this kid... Look at his shadow. His shadow is the shape of the neighbor. Alright, so maybe you'll be able to tell who's the traitor if you look at the shadow. But this kid's wearing a bucket, so there's probably going to be a feature where you can buy items to wear for your character. But yeah, that's the... Oh, wait, was that actually the neighbor's shadow? Oh, the kid, his shadow looked like a neighbor's shadow for a second.
Right.
But yeah, you can see there's a voice chat thing here, and then these are completely different characters and stuff. And this game, it's going to be multiplayer. I'll play it with my friends. It's going to be really awesome.
There. We just need to find the red key.
There's one person missing. Looks like...
And yeah, here's a kid wearing a box for a head. I'm going to pause a lot so you can skip this part. But yes, let's watch.
Let's split and search the second floor.
Alright, so they're going to go search.
Don't trust anyone. Don't
For this
trust
section,
anyone.
I'm going to be using my webcam. Because I want to show you guys, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. So here, you can see, look outside, it's really dark, and there's this weird new thing. Like, what is this? It's like a weird texture for the locker. And then you got these different wallpapers. I think these are wallpapers from the old version of the game, like Alpha 1 and stuff. And then he goes over here, there's this weird generator thing, and then he flips this painting, and then everything just starts going crazy. And then look, this kid points over there. And then then there's some weird stuff. So I saw a teaser on this, and this kid, he runs in here. So let's see what happens. I hear this neighbor chasing music, and here comes two kids.
He's not one of us.
This is suspicious.
Alright, so basically, I think I said it before, scratching my back there, but basically, he thinks that it's suspicious that they're running towards him, so one of them could be the neighbor. But let's just continue watching. So he blocks the door.
In the drawer. I
Oh.
will check the wardrobe.
Alright, so he's gonna check. Alright. And there's the person that's been in the first person view the whole time. And there's the key. And listen, there's gonna be a weird sound. Listen, I'm gonna turn it up and I'm gonna turn my microphone. Listen for this weird sound. You hear that, guys? And then when he looks back up, he is the neighbor. That's crazy. I'm not gonna watch the part where the developers talk about it, but yeah, sign up for early access. I already did. But let's look at the screenshots. Alright, so now we're actually gonna take a look at the images. Let's go all the way over here, and I'm gonna analyze the images really deeply. So let's start with this one. So he's standing there, and you can see the basement. There's tons of locks on it. Look how many of those locks there are. And you got this is like kind of a living room with a library type thing. And you got oh wait, I thought that was a stack of papers for a second. You got this box here, that's pretty cool. And then there's this glowing lamp. And then you can see who you are in the corner. And here's the neighbor. And here is a garage. And the sky outside is really cool. I saw it in a picture that someone showed me. The sky is really beautiful. And there's a hole in the roof, and you can see the neighbor's leg on like a painting. You can see like part of a painting here. I guess that's like a painting, like a new texture. And you see the neighbor, he's pulling out like, kind of looks like a wheel from the back. And there's a kid hiding in the corner, watching him do it. And then here's like this room of a hallway, and then there's like a light on the floor, and the neighbor's standing there. And here you can actually see more of the painting. There's the neighbor, and he's looking down from that hole in the roof from the last picture of the garage, I mean. And you can see the neighbor, he's holding like a chain, and there's a locked door, and there's like a blue wallpaper. I think I remember seeing that as an old piece of art somewhere. But yeah, and then we got this room that kind of looks like a greenhouse. You got these plants, and you got all this grass growing, these flowers. So I think this is a greenhouse. Like, this 100% has to be a greenhouse because it has glass. Like, the whole thing right here is windows. And then there's like a little room. And then there's a kid looking for stuff, keys in there. And then here's a room, and you can see the neighbor's shadow. And then here's this kid sneaking around, but the neighbor's gonna get him, I bet. That's what's gonna happen. And then here is what happens when the neighbor actually grabs a hold of you. I saw it while they were talking, the developers. So here's this library type room, and you can see outside a little bit more, and you can see a little bit of a house right there. And it looks like it's Act 2, where the house is gated off, kind of, so you can't leave. But you can see the neighbor has grabbed a hold of one of the friends, and what you have to do is you have to throw one of your items at it to stun the neighbor, and the kid will drop. And if you don't do it fast enough, they lose. And they get kicked out of the game, I guess. And then here's another room, and you got these weird, like, church windows that were never used in the final game. Or at least I don't think they were. But yeah, there's these church windows, and here's a kid with this orange hat, and here's a neighbor right here chasing him. And then here's a neighbor with a flashlight, and then it's kind of the greenhouse area, and it looks like that room, that blue wooden room, it leads into a new hallway type of thing with this weird white wallpaper. And here's another view of that kitchen type room where there's the neighbor standing there and you can see a shadow. And here is the kid. Here is another kid. Okay, so I think this kid was the kid from the other screenshot who was getting choked, grabbed by the neighbor. And this is the kid who tried to save him. And then now the neighbor's chasing after him, I think. And there's a bloody ladder that was in that unused, like, test map. You remember? For Alpha 2, we found that secret map, Neighbor 3. There's that bloody ladder, and it was never used in the full game. But yeah, it's there. And here's this room that looks like a movie theater, kind of. You can see like a projector, and you can see the TV, and there's like these chairs that I've never seen before, so I guess are new. And there's this really cool projector model. And then here's all the kids with the neighbor standing behind them, I guess. I think that's the neighbor's shadow right there. And they're all standing at the door, which is the basement, trying to free their friend using the keys. And then here's the room that I was talking about. The picture. The sky is really beautiful in this game. And I can't wait till the alpha comes out because I'm going to play it with all my friends. And I think this might be the greenhouse room. It might be on top of the hill. It might be a completely different room. Looks like there's something lit up right there. So it might be a different room. And in here, right here, there's this unused texture. Well, it's not unused. It's just not used anymore. It was in like Alpha 1, I think. But yeah, it's a guy eating a pickle. But yeah, here's the kitchen, I think. I don't think it's the same kitchen. I almost said chicken. That other picture took place in. But this house is massive. It's like a mansion. A lot of people think it's a mansion, so I'm going to start calling it a mansion because it actually does look like a mansion. There's so many rooms that we've seen. And there's this really cool chandelier model. And here just shows you how big, like, the entrance to the house is. This actually looks like a mansion. There's two stairs, like 2 stairways, and then there's like a little lobby room. And you got these windows from the supermarket, a mini game. And then here's this kid. I think this is what happens when you get caught. I just noticed they're wearing rain boots. Maybe that's like a cosmetic you can buy. And then here's the neighbor in his dizzy mode, I guess. So when you throw an item at him, this appears over his head and he's stunned and he can't really do nothing but like walk in like really weird motions. It's like dizzy and he can't walk really well. So use this to your advantage to escape the neighbor. And then here's another picture of the same room. And then let's go on to the next one. And here is the garage again. And you can see 2 kids and then the neighbor. You can actually see the wife's purse if you look right there enough. Like if you look there enough, you can see the purse. I think that's the wife's purse. And then here's a room with more unused textures. Is that a frog? Oh my god. I'm actually glad they didn't use that. That's disturbing. That's the weirdest That's the weirdest texture I've seen in Hello Neighbor. This right here. But yeah, there's this old pre-alpha looking. I think this is from the pre-alpha, but texture for the walls. And here's a kid looking in the drawers. And then there's a neighbor right here. Yeah, you can play as a neighbor. I think you guys saw that already. But yeah, I think this is the same type of picture. I don't even know. Is this picture the same or is it different? I can't really tell. But yeah, here's another view. So maybe you can go in like this type of third person view. Or maybe you're like spectating someone. Maybe there's a spectator mode like in the game. And you can like spectate the neighbor. Or you could go in like a third person type mode like this. Like a new camera mode if that's how you prefer to play. And here's that room. And you can actually see the neighbor is holding an axe in this picture. See, I remember when I bought this Hello Neighbor plushie that I have on my bed. You guys can't see it because I don't have face cam on anymore. I remember there's like this. There was art on the box of the neighbor holding an axe and stuff, and he had like some. And he's like there was a door behind him, and it was the basement. But here, all right. So here, basically, the neighbor. It looks like he's hiding in this wardrobe, and he's like ready to jump out and grab this kid. And here's another picture of the same thing. So I think if you hide in a wardrobe as a neighbor, you can jump out and get people instantly, like spook them. Try to get them maybe. But yeah, that was the last image, sadly. I can't wait till the alpha comes out. It's going to be really fun, and I'll make a bunch of videos on it. But one thing I want to point out before you end this video, if you look really closely right here, there is a picture of the kid protagonist. Why would that be in the neighbor's house? Seriously, why would a picture of the kid protagonist be in the neighbor's house? Is he stalking? What do you guys think? But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, and bye-bye.